Sister Bella,
Good
take
evening.
over.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. We are all welcome to FGI Couch Talk. So this is the first session in the year. Everyone is welcome. Sister Chroma, Sister Taiwo, you are all welcome. What's been going on with us? Sister Taiwo, can you tell us what's been going on with you in the new year?
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. It's exciting. It's an exciting time this year. I trust God for that. Started this year off very good. Glory to God. You have your plans mapped out. You're excited about, what is to come. And then working towards it, ensuring that every day, every goal and every note that has been taken should, would find a way to ensure that I get them done. So this year for me started well. I'm excited for the show, and I'm really excited for what to come. What's to come? Thank
So, Sister
you.
Taiwo, do you have any new twist for us to the thing? Is there something different we're expecting this year?
Well, we have to stay tuned for that. We don't want to ruin the surprise,
Okay.
don't want to ruin the
Okay.
surprise.
Okay. We keep our fingers crossed. We're waiting.
Yeah.
Sakroma. You're
All
welcome to the
right,
show.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you guys already know it's your girl Louisa. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy new prosper year! It is our year to dominate. It's our year to dominate, and this year has been very good. Good. It started off really good. I bless God for great just to be alive. Just to be alive and in good health. I thank God. Thank you for the weather that we have. Even though it's cold, we just give God the praise for the weather. We give God the praise for our life, our family, that He was able to bring us into the new year 2025. I just thank God, thank you. And most of all, I'm excited for what He has in store for us this year for FGI Cash Talk. I'm excited to be behind the camera once again. It's been a minute since we came live. The holiday, the business schedule during the holiday period. So we took the month of December up. Just excited to be back behind the camera.
Thank you, everyone. So it's your girl Abiola Dina, E for Energy. I will be bringing in a lot of energy this year, and I'll be bringing in a lot of table shaking. Pastor Kroma, you ready to shake the table this year?
I am ready to shake it.
Mr. Taiwo, you ready to shake the table?
We are ready to shake the table. We are ready. We are ready. 2025. It's
Yeah.
sis, and before we go into our topic,
Mhm,
I remember in the year 2000,
mhm.
right? In the year 2000, when we hear the number 25, I
Right.
was like, wow, is God gonna bless us to see 2025? How life will be like for us in 2025. Here we are living in 2025. Living in the year 2025. God has been so faithful, sis. God has been so really, really good. Just looking at the past from 2000 to 2025. Why? It's what? 25 years.
Right. Mhm.
Mhm.
25 years. Wow.
So we bless
25 years.
so we bless God for that. We thank God. He's
Yes.
faithful.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so our topic tonight is going to go around goal setting. We all know the process of goal setting is the process of choosing and pursuing our desire achievements, that motivates us to achieve a certain action. So having said that, Sister Chroma, why do we need to set a new goal, in the new year? Why do you choose to set a new goal different from the ones you've had before? So what's the thing? Please let us know.
Why do we need to set a new year goal? Why do we need to set a new year goal? All right, for me, we look at last year, right? The year 2024. What the things that we wanted to do and we couldn't do it, right? the things that you wanted to quit and you couldn't quit them. If you had some habits that you wanted to get away from and you tried but you couldn't get away from it, and you wanted also you wanted some things that you wanted to do. The new year is a fresh start, right? It's a fresh start, and it's a time that you start on that journey once again. You don't give up. You don't give up the journey. You don't let it go. For me, it's just a beautiful time, the beginning of the year, to embark on that journey of either letting go or receiving new thing in our life.
Okay, Pastor Sakroma, thank you very much. So, like you rightly said, setting a new year goal for you is the opportunity to start something new in a different way. Thank you very
Mm-hmm.
much. Sister Taiwo, can you please let us know why do you think you need to start a new year goal? Why do you do that? Why do you want to do that?
Um, I believe for every stages in life, you need to have a plan. And even the Bible says that to write the vision and make it plain. What you see over time helps you to really evaluate where you are at time. Now, writing a vision, I don't used to be I didn't used to be a believer of that. Like, okay, what are we writing? We'll just write it, and it's not enough to write the vision. But if you don't do the vision or you don't write the goals, it is useless. When you write the goals and you don't follow through it, it's actually useless. So writing a goal or vision for your new year, it's because you're starting a new year. Mentally we believe, oh, this is a new thing happening. So how do I really want to live my life this year? What are those things that I really want to bring into my space? Who are those people that I want to work with? It just helps you to really know where you are part time. So this year I really don't write goals. I don't write vision. I just, put in my head, I believe, oh, this is what I want to do. But then over time, I realized that I'm not actually doing anything because there's no plan. So when you write something down and that thing gets done, you take it out. You just, you cross it out and this is done. And you move to the next one. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to really do something different. Because every time I see it, I know that, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do in 2025. And the reason I wrote this goal is because I want to achieve this and this, by the end of the year. So yeah, writing down is very, very important. It helps, it guides you throughout the year. You're able to evaluate yourself, where you are part time, and what you need to improve upon. So yes, um, those are one of the reasons, or some of the reasons why I think writing your goals is very important.
Thank you very much, Sister Taiwo. So Sister Taiwo said, she writes goal to make give her a focus towards
Mm-hmm.
achieving her goal, a desired expectation, which is a beautiful thing. I mean, if you put pen to paper, it allows us to stay focused. So,
Mm-hmm.
like you rightly said, like both of you rightly said, um I do not really go ahead and write down like, okay, I'm starting something new. This is, but the things I desire in my heart to achieve, I always plan every year to better myself, to move a step further from where I am. The things I really desire in my heart, I stay focused to make sure that I align. So when I set goal, it gives me the opportunity to have a focus to, on what to have an expected end, which my expected end, I intend it to translate into an accountable achievement that I can see, and something tangible that I can measure. So having said
Mm-hmm.
that, it takes us to the second question of our goal setting. So
Mm-hmm.
the
Are
second
we,
question is, why do we need to set a new goal?
why do we need to, ask yourself, Why do we need to set a goal? What do you need to set? What is this? Why is it so important for you to set a goal? You want to set a goal because there's a lot of distraction, right? There's a lot of distraction. For example, 2 days ago, I wanted to do my driving defense course, right? So I wanted to do the driving defense course. Now, for the past 3 weeks, I can tell you that I've been putting it up. Maybe it's like about 10 sessions in that course. The whole course is about 10 sessions, right? And I've been doing one here, one there, and I needed to finish that course, right? So I made up my mind that 2 days ago, 3 days ago, right? That I was gonna stay on the phone. I was gonna stick behind the computer till I'm done with everything that I needed to do. That was my goal for that day, right? So what did I do that day? That day, I barely went on social media. I caught on social media, right? I caught on social media. I already didn't even pick up my phone that day to the point that my hair pastor was even concerned that, okay, this is not Louisa, right? Louisa is not on social media. Louisa is not answering the phone call. He got the resident pastor for Maryland to call me, right? But the thing is, I made up my mind that day that I will not have no distraction, that I'm gonna stick to it, and I needed to get that thing done. I was like, I have to get it done. So that's the thing. When we put a goal down, right? When we set a goal, it eliminates distraction. It eliminates things that will waste our time. When we look around you, right? There's so many things that waste your time. You can spend 3 hours on social media like that. You can spend 5 hours on social media without even realizing that you have been on social media for 5 hours, or you have been watching a series show, one of those shows that has part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 African movie, right? Or even a Lifetime movie, like when you go on Lifetime, right? Sometimes they're showing all their love shows, or they're showing the Christmas movie, all these shows. Let me tell you, because it's one after the other, you can spend 5 to 10 hours without even realizing how many times you have wasted. But once you set that goal, it give you a tunnel vision to what you want to do, and you want to see that accomplishment, because the goal is for you to accomplish it. That was my goal 3 days ago. I said I will be done with the driving course. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to finish it. And I was behind the computer till 2 o'clock in the morning, and I completed it, and I felt so good about myself. So that is why it's important to set a goal.
Thank you so much. Setting goal helps us to stay focused.
It does.
A tangible thing. And so it also helps us to see results. Thank you very much. I think I like that. So for me, I set goal to stay focused, like I said, So why do I need to set goal? I set goal to give myself a clear vision of what I should achieve. If you set a goal and you start working towards it, it takes away your distractions. When you face your focus, you have something tangible you want to achieve in mind. It takes away all those distractions. It gives you a sense of responsibility, a sense of accountability. You are working towards a direction. It helps you to stay focused. But if you are not, if your goal is not important, if you don't set a goal, like your mind is not on a particular thing you wish to attain, attain. Your mind be everywhere. You can, like you rightly said, watch movie. People can come and drag you out. You have no commitment. You have nothing holding you down. But once you have a goal that is set and it is important to you, you know it is important. You have to achieve it. Like if you want to grow in your career, you need to go for a course. If you already, assign that course, sign up for it, register for it, make a payment and all that, you see yourself going for the classes. And if promotion comes, you already prepared yourself for that promotion, then you can rise. But if you don't aspire to be anything, nothing is important to you. You can afford to be anywhere, everywhere, thereby wasting your time and all that. Thank you, everyone. So, Sister Taiwo, why is goal setting important?
Setting goals again, like you have both rightly said, it just helps you. It just keeps you on track. Naturally, the human mind likes comfort. So when we get to a place where there's so much comfort, we kind of just relax and like, this is a
Mm-hmm.
good place for me. So if you're not careful, you can lose track of time
Yeah.
enjoying that your comfort zone. So when it's time to do things, and instead of doing that thing, that's what we call procrastination, right? When it's time for you to do
It's very
something and you
strong.
don't do it,
Mm-hmm.
the spirit of procrastination can come from anywhere and fall upon upon that person. The truth is, when you set goal, when you write goal, when you discipline yourself enough, like the beginning of this year, I said to myself, I want to chew the Bible this year. I just want to, because I need a different dimension of me to evolve. I don't want to remain in the same, I don't want to do the same thing and expect a different result. It's only someone that is insane that will do things like that. So for you to
Mm-hmm.
get a different result, one that you so desire, you need to evaluate yourself, write down your goals, look at and the truth is, when you write down a goal and you follow through with that goal, opportunities will come. Some
Mm-hmm.
opportunities will come in disguise, but because you have your goal written down, this is what I need. When that opportunity comes, you know that this is relevant to that goal that I wrote down. So you're quickly able to identify that this
Mm-hmm.
opportunity is for me. So writing down your goal will help you a lot. It just keeps you on track. You're not derailing, you're not changing lane, you're not switching lane. You know what you want. And all
Mm-hmm.
your strength, your resources you put into that thing, because now you have a plan, you have a vision, you have that goal, and you have a set time for that goal to happen. So if you're writing a goal last 2 years, that goal is for that time, that period, that season. This is a new season. You need to set new goals, right? That's how it works. So when you set new goals, it's for an appointed time. You need to ensure that you follow through as fast as possible and make sure that the result is evident.
Wow, thank
That
you
that is
very
so
much.
true.
Right. Thank you very much, Tataiwo. So, in all, we all agree that setting goals, making sure that our goal is important, help us to align our energy into
Mm-hmm.
achieving it. Yeah. So, thank you very much. Yeah. So, the next question is, how do we follow through with our goals, the goals that we have set? How do we ensure that we achieve it, the things we have penned down? How do we sure we are working in that direction to make sure we get to that expected end we really desire? So, Sister Taiwo, I'll start with you again. How do we do that?
How do you ensure you get there? You discipline yourself. Very important. Self discipline is very, very important. Okay, I'm just going
Mm-hmm.
to use myself as an example. I know that this line or this goal that I'm set to achieve this year requires me to read, to study. I need to get books. I need to study for me to fly high in this path that I decide to follow for this year. So if I so know that this path that I want to thread on requires me to study hard, and I don't study, I don't do anything, honestly, I'm setting myself up for failure,
Mm-hmm.
because I know that I need to study to get this thing done. So you have to be consistent. You have to be disciplined enough to understand that this goal requires this amount of energy. It requires this amount of strength. And if you are not willing to put that into it, you are not going to achieve a desired result. So when you set goals, you must know that, how do I get this thing done? One, I must be disciplined. Two, you must have people that will analyze you critically. So you must know what they call, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look for the word, it's not coming. There are some people that will correct you, but it's out of love. They're trying to let you know that if you try it this way, I think you do better. Don't stick to what you know alone. Be open to other people's ideas, because they can help you explode or even expand in your business, or whatever path you choose, or whatever goal you set for yourself. You must be disciplined enough to know that your goal requires this and that. You must not don't make yourself an island. You must go out there. When people tell you you can do it better this way, you can get it done this way, don't push people's idea away. You have to always pray on your vision, pray on your goals. That's what we do. You set goals, you pray on them, you commit it to God's hand and say, God, take over this. And then when you're setting your goal as a family or as an individual, if as a family you guys you know periodically you evaluate your process. You say, oh, do we have to change this? Do we have to try it that way? So as you write, when you write your goal, you know that it's not just one size fit all. You must be ready to bend at some point for you to make the most out of the goal.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sister Taiwo. Those are very valid points that you have said right there. Thank you. So, Sister Chroma, if you can hear your view, your opinions on how do we follow through with our goals?
How do we go through with our goals?
How do we
go through it?
Yeah, to make
to
sure.
Someone watching, to someone might watch this video, and you have set those New Year resolution, you have set those plans, you have taken the time to sit down, you wrote this plan down. Okay, I'm gonna lose 50 pounds. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to start reading a book. I want to start doing this and doing that. Now the question in your mind is, how do I do it? How do I go through with this? First thing first, if it's a book you need to read, you want to buy a book. Because if you don't buy the book, you're not going to read it in the first place.
Right.
Buy whatever you need. Spend that money. If it's for you to lose the weight, go to the gym, register at the gym, talk to someone there, make the inquiry. If it's for you to get a personal trainer, get a personal trainer. Do all the research you can do for you to be successful. Do all the research you can do. Go through all the question and asking. Then the next thing that you want to do, you want to focus, right? Start right away. Do not wait. Don't be like, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Okay, I will start tomorrow. Tomorrow will turn into December 31st. Tomorrow, it's easy for tomorrow to turn into December 31st, and you are wondering, wow, where did the time go? The time was right there. Everyone has 24 hours in the day. You have 24 hours, I have 24 hours. Like I said, 3 days ago, I wanted to finish that driving course, right? So what I did, I silenced everything that I knew that, okay, if I get on the phone now, Sister Taiwo will tell you, I didn't even talk to Sister Taiwo that day, because I know that if I get on the phone with my sister, we are going to be chatting from the Bible to this other story. We'll be chatting, then we'll talk about the children. I needed to concentrate. And moreover, once you start those programs, it's time factor, right? And if you stop, you have to start all over. So you have to be intentionally about doing it. Your mind, you got to first program your mind. To be successful, you have to program your mind. It starts with your mind. You have to program your mind. I want to do this thing. I'm going to do it. As Sister Taiwo said, you have to pray about it. Consistent, talk to yourself about it. Consistently have that one-on-one conversation with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. When you are eating that big butter rice and you know you want to lose 30 pounds, talk to yourself. Do I need to be eating this much food? Do I need to eat this much food? Do I need to be on social media for 2 hours? Time yourself on social media. Time yourself watching the movie. Okay, I'm going to take an hour out of my day just to relax and watch me a nice movie. Once that timer go off, turn the TV off. Everything that you do, you have to be intentional about everything you do. You have to be intentional about it. You got to think about it. Talk to yourself about it. I want this. I want to do it. Because the more you talk about it, the more you are going to do it. Like I said, this year I made a thing that I'm going to volunteer 2 to 3 times a week, to help out in the community, to do some community work, right? I'm on it. I make my schedule in a way that I'm going to be able to go over there for the 3 hours, 2 or 3 days a week. I make my schedule and I include those time in my schedule. So in my mind, a part of my work hour in the week. That 3 hours is part of my work hour. In my mind, I have programmed my mind. It's not something extra that I'm doing. It's part of my working 3 hour. So if I go to work from 9 to 5, I know that day I'm working from 9 in the morning to 8 o'clock p.m. because what? Those 3 hours is included in my working hour for that day, for that week. So you have to be deliberate about it. You have to be intentionally about what you want to do. Do not procrastinate. Do not say, I will do it tomorrow. Okay, I will start to volunteer next week. Okay, maybe I will start to volunteer at the end of the month. Maybe before you look, January finished, February is done, and you haven't even started yet on your goal. So start now. To be successful, start today. Today, starting.
I just wanted to add quickly, Stabiola, that also we must remember that when you're setting a goal, if it's okay to have someone as a mentor, someone that you see that they're doing the same thing that you're doing and they're doing it very well. So it's okay to have a mentor, watch them, understand how this is done. That way it helps you. It's like you're copying what they are doing. It's like expo for you. Now you know that this is how they're doing it, and because you like the way they're doing it, you might want to apply some of the wisdom from what they do into your own business.
Thank you so much, Sister Taiwo and Sister Chroma. Beautiful, beautiful. Well said. Well said. So, I mean, if you desire to achieve a goal, you need to stay true, stay committed. So, if you ask me, I'll say, I would also like to add to what our speakers have said. If you like to achieve your goal and follow through with it, you need to get rid of mediocrity. Don't be complacent. Don't just sit on your oasis and be like, okay, you have to put, out some action to it. I'll give us a life example of myself. I remember then when I was working for Dana Airlines. So I was working ground service and all that. Then I'm like, okay, how do I grow? How do I set a goal for myself that, okay, there's a level I wish to attain, to get to. Then I started to talk. I talked to my then, like my station manager then, we're quite close. So I was asking him, I said, how do I grow? How do I move on? How do I, achieve a higher position and all that, get to the peak of my career in aviation? Then we got talking and he was like, okay, why don't you go into operations management, So if you go into operations management, then I'll go to ops control. From there, I can rise and all that. Then I sat down and thought about it. I was like, okay, this is good. Then I set a goal for myself. I set a date on how to achieve it. Then I started to do research. I started to surf the internet, talk to people who are already there. I spoke with my director of operations then. I spoke with my ground GM. I spoke with a lot of people who are already, way high above me, but that I have, smooth rapport with. Then I decided I was going to go to Sheffield School of Aeronautics in Florida. That's the United States. The first thing I did was, after researching, to set the money aside, because that's a huge thing, coming as an international student into the United States. You know what that's going to cost? Your accommodation, feeding, and all that. I already set a goal. I set a time frame. Then I started to work towards it. I wasn't complacent. I didn't just sit down like waiting for manna to fall from heaven. I was working towards my goal, putting money to the side and also talking to people. I started to study and all that. Then when the money was ready, the next thing I did was to, do the, go to the embassy, get the visa, like that, And before I knew it, I was already in the United States. I was in the school. I did, that Sheffield of Aeronautics is so like one of the top aviation schools you go to. They have FAA, you get FAA license and all that. I went to the school. I was able to get my license, my operations management diploma. And I also, when I got back, I was able to advance in my career. So if I set my goal and I was mediocrity, I just sat down and be like, waiting for manna to fall from heaven. I never would have gotten my license and my diploma. And also, you have to write down, because I wrote it down, I pray on it, I meditate on it. I'm always working, looking at it, reminding myself that you already have something in cooking that you must achieve.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you stay in your circle of influence. The people you
very important.
Yes, the people you surround yourself with, very important.
It's very important.
Make sure they help you to achieve your goal. The people that will help you raise your morale, your spirit, help you achieve your goal. I made sure that all those my bosses that I wish to be in their position, they are my friends. I talk to them. I built a relationship so much that I can confidently, talk to them, get advice, get opinions. I make sure that there's a free flow of communication. And also, make sure that the things you do, they allow you to grow. Don't set a goal that you want to grow and be doing things like you rightly said, watching movies, staying on the internet, when you have goals you already set. It's not going to come just like that. So once you already set it, do the things that will help you to achieve it. Thank you, everyone. So that takes us to the next question. How do we avoid distractions? How do we avoid distractions?
Distraction is always going to be there.
Right.
It's always going to be there.
All the time.
Unless you want to take your TV out of your house, you can avoid it.
Do you know you yourself can even be a distraction? Like if you like,
you can be a distraction to yourself.
Right.
Yes, you can be a distraction to yourself. The TV is there, it's a distraction. Right. Your phone is right there in your hand, it's a distraction. And the children around you is a distraction. So how do you avoid it? It's determination.
Yeah.
It's determination and training yourself. Like I said, right? The thing is, you have to start with your mindset. You have to program your mind. You have to program your mind that this thing, I want to accomplish it. This question and the next question, it will work hand in hand, right?
Right.
How important is it to you?
Yeah.
Will determine how you avoid things that will distract you. Yeah. Now, if you got this good friend, okay, who want to take you out for dinner? The person always want to go out to eat. And okay, they like to go out to eat on Thursday. And that's the day you guys hang out, right? And that Thursday is one of the days you need to, you're going to meet the helper at the gym to help you with your gym. Talk to that person, listen, I'm trying to cut back on my eating out. I want to cut back on this. I want to do this. This is my goal for this year. I want to lose. Be vocal about it.
Right.
You got to be vocal about it. Like you said, sis, right? That Sister Tom was said before she went off. You got to train yourself, and including the people that run you. Because the people that run you can either help you or break you. The company you keep will help you or break you. For me, as a young pastor, right? As a young pastor growing in a pastoral environment, I have to be selective of the people I communicate with every single day. I'm very selective because some people will help me and some people will distract me. Right. Doesn't mean that person is a bad person in any way, but I have a goal. I have in my mind what God has called me to do, right? I have a mindset, a plan that God has downloaded in my mind that He wants me to do, and I have to stay focused on that. So yes, I'm going to be selective. Some people are going to like it. Some people are not going to like it. Right. When you are selective about your environment, because when you have a goal, if you are selected about the things that you do, how you want to structure your life, some people are going to like it. Some people not going to like it. Who's going to support you, going to come along on board? They're going to understand, listen, she can't go out anymore. Right? She can't go out to eat like we used to go out to eat because why? She want to save. She want to be able to save. She want to be able to save 50,000. She's trying to save this money to be able to buy her house so she can't go out to eat anymore. The person gonna understand. That friend gonna understand and they're gonna support you. Now, if you have a friend that is gonna get mad at you because you can't go out to eat anymore, then you need to draw the line. What is very important to you is
You need to
either
change
that
that
friend that is
circle.
wasting your money, or it's the house that you want to buy.
Yeah.
Which is more valuable to you will determine how you cut out distraction. Is the goal you setting valuable? Is it important? Does your health depend on losing weight? Your life depends on losing weight. If you are obese, you don't want to be obese. So you want to lose that weight because you want to have a better life. You want to have a better health. So it is important to you. So you're going to do everything human power with prayer, right? With adding prayer to it and be able to do it. Cut out the TV time. You can do it. You can do it. You can discipline yourself to cut out the TV time. You can discipline yourself to cut out social media time. If you used to go on social media for 30 minutes, cut it down to 15 minutes. Time yourself. Even science said it. It's a study that said whatever you do for 21 days become a habit, right? It become a habit. So put yourself on this thing, deliberately. Okay, I'm going to do this thing for 21 days. I'm going to go on Facebook for 20 minutes a day. 20 minutes, I do what I have to do there, and I'm out of social media because I want to read a book. Or if it's a book, time yourself. I'm going to read for 20 minutes. I take a break, right? Every day I'm going to time myself and I'm going to sit down. I'm going to turn my phone off. I'm going to put my phone on do not disturb and I'm going to read. You can do it. You can avoid this thing, but you just got to be disciplined and you got to be deliberate about it. You got to be intentionally set your mind to it. Cut it out. Cut out the distraction. Cut out the talking on the phone. You can do it. Your life does not depend on talking on the phone. Half of the conversation is not even helping you anyway. Because after 10 minutes, if you're not talking about the Bible or you're not talking about something tangible, after 10 to 15 minutes, you might start going into gossip. So, you don't want to waste your time on the phone anyway. If it's not something tangible, cut it out. Listen, I have to go. We'll continue the conversation tomorrow politely. I have to go read a book. I make a New Year resolution. I want to complete this book. I want to read it. So this is it. Focus.
Thank you so much, Sister Koma. Thank you. I really support what
Sister Tawa, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm sorry I got cut off there. Apologize for that. Yes.
So yeah, I really support what you said. I love the way you put it. You need to stay focused. If once you lose your focus, you can't achieve anything. So they say, starve your distractions, then feed your focus. You know, when you feed your focus, what is your focus? Your focus is your goal. Your focus is that slimming, figure 8 you want to achieve. Your focus is that pastoral ministry that God has called you that you must stay committed to. What is my focus? My focus is I need to grow in my career. I need to grow as an individual. What is your goal? Feed your goal. Feed your focus. Starve your distractions. Let that be your slogan for this year. Each time you wake up, tell yourself, I'm going to feed my focus. I'm starving all my distractions. Say it until it becomes a reality. Say it until it becomes you. Each time you want to feed your focus, you want to starve, you're not starving your distractions. Your body is telling you, oh, you're not doing something right. Say it until it becomes a reality. So, yeah. So, once you stay committed, you start to feed your focus, you start your distractions, then your goals are achievable. Welcome back, Sister Taiwo. Can we please have your
Sister Biro, before Sister Taiwo come here, I just want to add something to what I was saying, right? For example, this year, the ministry, right, Fragrance of Grace, our theme for this year is what dominate. Right? That living by the word of God. That's our theme. Now, as a pastor, what is my goal? My goal is for people to see it, right? For people to buy into that vision. How can they dominate? How can they dominate spiritually? How can they dominate physically at their job, right? Well, how can they dominate? As a pastor, I have to be the first to take the sacrifice, right?
Right.
I have to show the way. So I have to be the one, the example. I have to be
the
that
people
one.
are
He's
saying,
saying that my pastor, my mentor, my big brother, we decided to go through a training to train ourselves.
So,
21 days to train to break ourselves. So to the point that, okay, if I tell you, let's do this, I'm the pastor, I'm doing it, right? Because what? That's my goal for everyone in the ministry to dominate spiritually, most of all, spiritually. Because what? Once you are dominating spiritually, right, the physical will fall into place. It will fall into it. Once you are strong in the spirit realm, right, the physical will fall into in alignment. That's our biggest thing, right? So we decide to take a 21 days challenge, 21 days to seek the face of God, 21 days to break our sleep pattern, 21 days to break that sleep pattern, right? To break that time that we're going to be laying in the bed slumbering. We decide to crack, to discipline ourselves. Discipline. So, yes, you can do it, but you have to discipline yourself. Is it easy? Yesterday, just to make sure that I woke up yesterday, sis, do you know what I did?
right.
When I went to go lay down, I didn't take a shower. Let me tell you guys now.
Okay,
I deliberately did not take a shower. So I
see,
set my alarm. My husband said, babe, you coming to bed, you're not taking a shower. I said, no, I'm not going to take a shower. I set my alarm for 11:30. I was telling Sister Tower this morning, she was laughing. So I set my alarm for 11:30. I woke up 11:30. I took a shower because I know that once I take a shower, right, I'm going to be wide awake. Now, I went to bed for the first time in my life. I went to bed about what? It was 9 something yesterday. I usually wait to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock to go to bed, but I went to bed early yesterday. I deliberately went to bed early yesterday. I lied down. I set my alarm. My husband said, you're not taking a shower. I said, no. I said, because if I take a shower, I'm going to be wide awake. I'm not going to go to sleep. So that by 11 o'clock, then I'm going to be that, okay, let me just take a little bit of nap. Then I won't be able to make it up by 12 to do my prayer, to do the prayer. So I went to bed on time. I decided to go to bed on time. And I decided, okay, when I wake up at 11:30, because I want to be awake, I want to be fresh. You know, I want my mind to be awake. I don't want to be sleepy. Right. So when I took a shower, by the time I got on the line to pray, when we got on the line, I was awake. I was in strength to pray for that amount of time. So it go back to be intentionally that you want that thing done. I want to crack myself. I want to connect spiritually. I want, when I stand up and I preach, connected with God, breaking my physical self. You understand? So you have to want it. You have to want it so bad. How bad do you want to accomplish what you are saying? Don't just do it because you see people doing it, or because it's a baby making a New Year resolution, so I should go and make my own. No, say that this thing that I'm doing, how bad do I want to do it? For me as a pastor, I want it. My life depends on being connected spiritually. My life depends on it. My career as a pastor depends on it. The people that God has called me to mentor, the people that God have called me to lead, to shepherd, they are so depend on me being strong spiritually. So I have no choice. I have to discipline myself to break that slumber, to break that spirit of strolling on Facebook. Everything that will distract me, watching African movie, I have to deliberately cut it off. And you can do the same thing.
So, like you just said, do you know, as you're talking, you even got me inspired. I am positively 150% sure our audience are being motivated right now. They are being inspired. Like how to break patterns and all that, to stay committed and stay true. Beautiful. That's beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, Sister Chroma for saying that. We appreciate
Sister
it.
Tawa, this is the Tawa is back now.
Okay, so Sister Taiwo, you're welcome back. Can we have your views and your opinions on how to deal away with distractions? How important is the goal that you have set? How important is it to you?
Thank you. I'm so sorry for the in and out. How do you do away with distractions? Just do away with it. It's just as simple as that. And doing away with it again has a lot to do with self-discipline. You know, the social media these days is a major distraction for a lot of people.
Right.
Sometimes I look at myself, I can open the Bible and read it, or even if I want to read a book, you know, I can do that for 30 minutes and I'm yawning already. But with social media, you're going from one reel to another reel to another, and then you realize you are wide awake for 3
And Sister,
hours.
you will share it too, though. You will share it.
Yes, you share it because you know that Pastor Louisa can benefit from nothing. You're just sharing someone that is excited. So you must really be very, very, very careful and disciplined to just say no. Once it's 10:30, set alarms. I'm going to just briefly talk about Pastor Joe. Well, if you sit with Pastor Joe, every minute, every moment, you are hearing alarm. Why do you have so much alarm going off? But that is so good because now you are reminded every time that you're supposed to be doing something. So you don't eat into another time that you're supposed to use to do something else. So by the
Yeah.
time the alarm goes off, oh my God, I'm supposed to be doing this. 6 a.m. is for this, 7 a.m. is for that. Way you don't burn out. Because when you're not able to even achieve anything, it stresses you mentally because now you are angry
Yes.
at yourself. When I use the when I'm on social media for more than the time that I even want, time that I'm supposed to be doing something very important, when I'm done, I'm angry. I am angry with myself. I feel so bad. I'm like, if you keep going like this, you will never achieve anything. Because now the time that you're supposed to use to be productive and do things. And one thing we must understand is so many lives are tied to you as an individual. You are not here just because God wanted to just throw you, just go to earth like that. No, you are here and so many lives are attached to you. So the right decision you make today will determine how fast these people will move in life, will determine how far they get to their goal. It doesn't mean that you are going to be their savior or anything, but the little impact that you have in their life for that time, it will determine where they're headed to. So you got to discipline yourself in such a way that you know that when I set this goal, I need to be so in tune with my goal. I need to get all the materials needed to get this, to bring this goal to reality. I need to work with the right thing. Sometimes there are some things you have to learn, and there are some things you have to unlearn. There are some friends you have to make, and there are some you don't have any business hanging out with them. So once you identify, you don't have any business hanging out with them. You don't have the same vision. You don't. Sometimes when they talk, you're angry. You're telling them, don't talk like that. You're saying, what are you doing there in the first place? You don't have any business there. And when you get to a certain age in life, what you do, the Bible says, when I was a child, I spoke like a child. But when I became a man, an adult, things change for you. You must identify the right time to to just move from that level of being, anything can happen, procrastination, to that level where you are really, really ready to do things that will stand you out. And those that do things that, stood them out in the Bible, you look at them, you see how far they went in life and how far God blessed them. So when you want to do anything, if God says that if you do this, I will do this, you're holding on to God's word to accomplish what you're doing, and you know that the probability of that thing getting done and reaching the success high that you want for it to get to is 100%. So make sure as much as possible that you are disciplined. You look straight ahead, no distractions, no unnecessary familiarity. If you're headed to
cut it. Intentionally cut it.
Just cut it off. Cut it off. Identify those that are relevant to your purpose, to your dream, to your whatever you are called for in life, and work with them. Deliberately make friends with people that are relevant to your calling in life. Those that are not, I'm not saying that everyone is bad or anything, but blue is blue, black is black. So if blue is blue, You group it with color blue. You can now have teal, you can have sky blue, you can have all navy blue, but blue is blue. So if you're going to move with the likes of you, people that think like you, then the better for you. It just makes you run faster in life. And I'm sorry, I think I lost track of the second question, Sister Biola.
So, Sister
No,
Taiwo,
it's two in one. So you
they
got it.
intertwine, the questions intertwine, and you've really addressed it in a beautiful
You know,
way.
Sister Tawa, a friend once told me, there's a lady in the ministry with me. She said to me, never put off what you can do now for later or tomorrow.
Exactly.
So what she used to do is, like, let's say when church over, the moment church over, everybody's walking. I usually say, okay, I will come back to clean the church, right? I will come back to straighten. No, she tell me, she said, clean it right now. While you are here, start cleaning. Remove everything that needs to be removed. And you need to organize the chair now. And whatever you need to do it right now. Do not put it off for tomorrow. Do not put it off for later. Do it right now. Be right now. And I learned so much from that. Now, as soon church over, everybody's out of the church because I'm the first to go, I'm the last to leave. So what I do, I tell the kids, let's clean up now. And I found out in the process of doing that, Sister Biola, right? It's like my week is so easy because I'm not stressing about, okay, I have to make extra time to go to the church, to clean the church again, to set up. I stay right in the church, right there, and I will clean. I'll tell the kids, go get me broom, go bring this, go bring that. And I will sweep, I will clean right there. So when I leave the church, everything is clean. Do not put off what you can do now for later or tomorrow. Do it now. If you need to wash the dishes right there. Don't say I'm coming back. If you need to take the trash, the moment you see it and you know it has to be done, do it right there.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much. Beautifully done. So, two things I take out of what you have said. Tatawo talked about setting your timer, which is very important. Your 24 hours, you can set your timer according to your schedule of the goals you want to achieve. That helps you to make sure that your day is fulfilled doing the right thing. I hope everyone listening already got that. It's going to help you. I'm sure a lot of people need that. They need to hear. And what you just said, that don't postpone what you can do now to later. Beautiful. Once you have it at the back of your mind, that what you have to do it now. You don't leave it for later. Then you see things begin to change. Situations begin to change. Because what you have to do now, you do it, gives room for you to do something else at another time. Thereby, you are going, you are growing. Things are moving for you in the right direction. Beautiful. I love the angle and the way which you address it. Thank you so much. So, the last one says, in a family, is it important to designate specific goals? As a family, are you supposed to be the one designating goals, or individually people choose their goals? Sister Taiwo, can we have your take on this?
If you have children, younger children, even if they're not so young, it's important to help them, to guide them. So when you're setting goals, you're specific about the goals. That way they also know that is a specific goal that I must achieve. Okay, when mommy says you are in charge of this thing, and then every time mommy is screaming or dad is shouting, it's because you have not done that thing. You know that whatever, you don't have any business doing other things. That's your goal. That's what you're told to do, or that's what you're supposed to accomplish. So if you have it, it's very important that in a family that you designate goals. Very important. Why? Because what daddy is supposed to do, mommy should not be doing it. And what mommy is supposed to do, at some point, daddy is not supposed to be doing it. Why? Because now we identify people's strengths. So you designate goals according to their strength. If you have a child that loves to clean, okay, let's just use the regular house chores and all of that. That loves to clean up a lot. And then there's another one that loves to read a lot. Now, it will be almost boring for that child that loves to read to now start cleaning up. I have the typical example with my children. One loves to clean and the other loves to read. So now when we switch these roles, there's a problem. So the speed that you are expecting now, these are the things that are affected when you don't designate, you don't give the right goal to the right person. They're going to it's going to be a little bit slow. They don't accomplish it as fast as they should, because now it just feels like you are stressing them. It becomes boring. But when you
Mhm.
identify someone's strength and you say, hey, I know that you can excel here faster, can you do this? See, when you give someone a goal, or you tell them to do something in a field that they are already interested in, you'll be amazed at how creative they'll become.
Hmm.
They'll be so creative because now they love that thing naturally. Now, any idea that comes to them, they're thinking of other ways to get that thing done faster, smoother, more beautiful. That's what's happening in their head. So when you identify someone's strength, sit down together. Okay, we're going to do this. Daddy's going to do this. Mommy's going to do this. You are going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm just talking about the family setting, of course. We know that if we all do it this way, we can move faster. Of course, there's division of labor. It makes the work really, really faster. So when you identify someone's strength, focus on their strength. And in any case, they move away from their strength and they are doing other things. Sometimes don't condemn them. Don't make them feel like, oh no. Just let them understand that we just want to harness the strength that you have. We want you to ensure that you maximize that strength in you so that you can achieve things faster. So yes, I agree that goals should be designated. You should tell them, do this, I will do this, daddy will do this, even in a work setting. That's how it is as well.
Thank you very much, Sister Taiwo, for that insight. Beautiful. Sister Chroma, Sister Louisa, can you please let us know your view on this?
Is designating goal to everyone in the family. It gives the accountability, right? It make everyone productive. So, for example, FGR Cash Talk, right? We are a family, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all have a thing we have to do throughout the week, right? So we are accountable. So you know that, okay, I have to do my part.
Right.
You have to do your part.
Mm-hmm.
We all have to do our part to have a what? Productive talk show, right? We got to sit down. We all got to meet up. We got to make the time. We got to meet up, right? We got to put a question together. We got to come up with a topic. We got to do this. We got to do that, right? So when you give each and everyone in the family assignment something to do for this year, what we want to accomplish, you can have your individual goal, but it's also good for the family to have a family goal. This year, what are we going to work towards? This year, what are we going to do? If it's saving money, let's say everyone in the household, right? They are working. Okay, this year, we're going to get a piggy bank, right? Because we want to go on vacation, a family vacation, right? So the goal is we want to have a big family vacation. Okay. Every 2 weeks, everyone is going to put $20 in this jar, right? Everyone is responsible to put $20 in the jar, and everyone is accountable for it. We know you have to do it. We take the $20, we put it there. So when you do that, when you designate specific thing to someone, it becomes active. The family becomes active, productive, right? And you will find out that everyone is doing something productive. Everyone will work, because at the end of the year, you guys want that. You guys have a one mindset, right? So let's say Brother John decided not to put his own money there, right? So someone decided, I'm not gonna do it. You're gonna know. Listen, now everyone's gonna be like, okay, why? You didn't do your part. You didn't pull your weight, right? So you know, okay, we have to encourage this person. We have to encourage their brother to pull their weight, because why? The family, everyone is counting on everyone to pull their weight. We are all counting on everyone to pull their weight. So it's very important that family have a goal, have a year goal. It's very important that you designate each person particular thing to do. What is their, Sister Taiwo said, their strength. Figure out their strength. Okay, what are you good at? Are you good at taking record? Okay, this year you're gonna take record of the things that the family need to do. Are you good at saving? Someone might be in the house good at saving, right? Okay, you good at saving. It's your responsibility. You are gonna save the money. You are gonna save the money. you are going to do this. It's the same thing, family in the church, right? People got position in the church because what? We are all a family. Designate each person their strength, what they can do, and makes the family productive. So please have a meeting with your family, set up a goal for the family, and designate each person something to do. It will be very fun at the end of the year.
Thank you so much. I also am of the opinion that the family designates, things to everyone in the house. For the kids, the parents oversee what they do. Make sure your kids have a vision board where they write out their vision, their goals for the year, and help them to walk through. I believe in parents walking the journey of life with their children, helping them to achieve their goals. And I also believe in couples, people you surround yourself with, helping you each other to grow. What they always say, a person, just one person is not as strong as when we are in a team. What I can do, you cannot do. What you can do, I cannot do. But when we all come together, we achieve something greater. So if you ever belong to a group, you are ever in a team, make sure you are supportive of that team. Make sure you are helping each other to achieve each other's goal. Thereby, everyone feels accomplished. Everyone's goal is achieved. So I'll start with Sister Louisa. Do you have a takeoff for our listeners, our viewers for tonight? What do you want them to take away tonight?
Tonight, for someone watching, someone that might watch this show, what I want you to take for tonight, discipline yourself. Discipline. Crack yourself. And be intentional about it too. If you find yourself, you talk too much. If it take you to put duct tape on your mouth, discipline yourself. Whatever it would take to make you to stop talking too much, do it. The only thing don't go to voodoo priest. Don't go to Baba.
Or you can direct that energy to come to our talk show and talk here.
Yes.
Opportunity.
Direct the energy. If you want to talk, talk productive. Talk productive. Let the talking be productive. I'm just saying, train yourself. Train yourself. Sit down. The year is very young.
Yes.
We just in what day number 11 in a year. Sit down. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? What do you need to work on the most? What is that thing that you need to work on about you? For me, I would say discipline. Discipline goes a long way. Discipline your mind, discipline your mouth, discipline your feelings, discipline your thought, discipline your mind, the thought that will come through your mind. If it's not good, push it out. Discipline.
Thank you very much. She has said it all. Discipline yourself. Once you are disciplined yourself, you'll be able to achieve so much more. Thank you so much, Sister Louisa. Sister Taiwo, what do you want our audience, our viewers, our lovers to take away from you tonight? Something for them? So while we're waiting for Sister Taiwo to give us her take away for tonight, I would also like to add to what Sister Louisa said. Discipline yourself is very important. But I'll also be coming from the angle of encouraging you tonight. If you have set a goal for yourself in the last 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, you haven't been able to achieve them, I want you to know this year is a new opportunity for you to do all those things you haven't been able to do. Stay focused and always remember that the goals you have written, it's like taking a snapshot with a camera. If you don't get it right, maybe your posture, you don't like it, delete it, erase it, write a new one and start all over again. You can take a beautiful one that you will love and everybody will love it. There's always that opportunity. There's always that time. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your goal. Keep trying, keep taking a shot. You will get it right. Is Sister Taiwo ready for us? Wow. So it's been a beautiful nights. You know, it's been a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful evening, spending it with everyone, deliberating, sharing our views and opinions about goal setting, about resolving resolution for the new year, how to do a new thing, do things differently. We do really appreciate everyone for coming to join us tonight. Without you people, there won't be us. And you can see the energy is shifting. We are bringing beautiful things for you this year. We're going to be breaking and shaking and moving the table. Remember, I told you guys, I come in, my energy has doubled up. Trust me. We're going to be shaking and twisting things.
We will be shaking
What
it.
do you say to that?
I'm telling you, we will. 2025 is our year to dominate.
Right. So
that word is sitting in my mind.
We have to resonate.
I sleep and I wake up with that word on my mind. You know, dominate spiritually. That's my area. That's where I want to. I know that God, it's not if I'm going to. I believe it. You know that He's going to work in it because it's His will. It is the word of God that we dominate. It's the word of God because He give us that dominion power in the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. He gave us dominion. So we have that dominion power to dominate. So I believe it. We are living by the word of God this year. We are living by the word of God. What did His word said about us? What did His word say? And I believe it. I believe it for me, and I believe it for each and everyone that is watching. Stay tuned because FGR Cash Store, we are going to bring it. We are bringing it. Thank you guys so much. Sister Tower, are you there with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Can we have
your closing remark? What's your closing thought? What is that one thought you want to leave with our audience?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm just going to say that for everyone out there, it's not impossible to do what you're supposed to do. It's not impossible to set those goals that seem impossible. With God, all things are possible. If you have anything, regardless of the time you're starting, it's not too late. Just write it down, make it plain, and follow through. Discipline yourself, and you will see the result in no time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here for you anytime.
Thank you so much. We will be back exactly 2 weeks from today to bring you a different topic, something we can all share our views and opinions. If you like to join us, let us know. Also, if you can leave your comments, we'll definitely get back to you. And if you do have challenges with yourself, with your life, setting your goal, we have a counselor. We have a certified counselor in person of Pastor Joel. He will be available to take up if you have anything you want us to discuss with you, you want to share with us. If you have challenges, you know, we have certified people in-house that can do that with you.
I can be a blessing to you.
Yes, Sister Louisa, if you also have things to add to what I've said before we go tonight.
Yes, you know, you said it all, sis. You know, if you're out there and you're struggling with mental health, we got you. Please let us know. Inbox us. We got you. If you just need help with someone to sit down and talk to you, to write down those plans, those goals, things that you can do to follow through with those goals, inbox us. We got you. You know, we will take the time to sit with you, to talk with you, pray with you. Whatever it is that you need help with, let us know. We got you. You know, we are not just here to talk, but we also want to be a blessing to each and every one of you guys out there. So please do not hesitate. Follow FGR Cash Store. There's more to come this year. Great thing, exciting things that's coming this year. Still tuned. God bless you guys. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hope you go to church tomorrow.
See you all in church tomorrow. Bye, everyone, and have a beautiful